Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Hatterbox here with some more Thunderground Forces. Today, I just wanted to try out something new, something different, because this is another thing I want to try on the channel is commentary, even if it's not the most entertaining commentary. I had so many videos planned for today, but my dog was sick all night, and I could not wake up this morning to do them. So, sadly, yeah. So here I'm just showing you all the things on the Cromwell that I had, and in the video that I'm about to show you, that was the only shell type I had. And for the Cromwell 1 and the tanks that it can go up against, it's not the best shell type. I should also mention that Cromwell 1 is by far, well, the Cromwells 5 and 1 are my favorite tanks in the entire game. Medium tanks, that is. Before it was the T-34-85, now it's the Cromwell. Cromwell's my favorite tank. So here we are on Eastern Europe, and we are taking the long road. I generally like to take the longer route so my team has time to push up, because I generally like to rush straight into battle. I know a lot of shortcuts and all that. And yeah, so we're going to follow in with our Cromwell 5 friend and our M24. And you'll also notice that I have basically movie graphics on. It'll make it look a lot nicer than average. Yeah. So we're pushing up to the eastern side. We're going to flank around the river, and that way we can get some flanking shots in on the enemy team. Now, what I wanted to talk about is, if there was ever a game that I'm really good at, it has to be War Thunder. I don't know why I'm really good at War Thunder, I just am. Oh, wait, before I continue on. This is realistic mode, but the replay system shows the enemy positions on the map. So if you see me look at something and don't shoot at it, it's because in the game I can't really see the markers. So you can see over there, you can see the T-34 and the Panzer IV F2, but I can't see them because I'm in realistic mode. It's a weird replay bug. The second replay bug is that when you see me fire my shells, the counter doesn't go down for some reason. Don't know why that is. I'm assuming it's a small little bug that they have to iron out. Also, I believe that in the replay version of War Thunder, the field of view is wider than when you're actually in the game. That, or it's a psychological phenomena, but I have driven past tanks like they weren't even there. Examples later on in the video. So here I'm just scouting things out. I see that Panzer IV, and I want to go kill him, and I see him fire before he died, so I actually did not notice that he was dead. And I was like, oh, what the heck, where'd he go? And then I said, I see this other Panzer IV F2, and I start hanging for him. But, yeah, he kind of gets annihilated because he cannot see me. That holds true for everyone else, too. So if they look like they're dumb, we have to give them the benefit of the doubt because they didn't really know I was there. Because it was more of an outplay, and I also hit his gun right there. But yeah, War Thunder, I love tanks. Tanks are like my guilty pleasure. They're really fun. World War II ones especially. I don't like modern day tanks, but these tanks are just beautiful. I don't know why. And War Thunder is probably my favorite game for simulating this thing, or for tanks. So I see that Panzer IIIM. You didn't actually see it, but I killed his driver, loader, and gunner. Actually, no, it wasn't the loader, it was the commander. So I take out the Panzer IV F2 first, because he's the target facing towards me, and then my friend takes out the Panzer IIIM right after that. And I stopped to evaluate my situation here, wonder what the heck was going on. But yeah. Oh, and sometimes I'll, like right here, I just boom, right straight over to the other side of the map. I saw those two guys. Don't know why. It was weird. But yeah, War Thunder is just really fun. Like, if I had to be a professional in any game, it would probably be this game. I'm not, like, super good, but I'm better than the average Joe player, I guess you would say. And if I played it more, and if I had more time to play it, then I would definitely be, I would definitely be up there with the professionals, but I don't know, I'm not bragging. I'm not the best player, and I made stupid mistakes. Everyone makes stupid mistakes. Yeah. So take out his engine, light him on fire. There's no way he's getting out of here. Next shot should take him out, but it dips low, so I have to take another second to fire at him. Thankfully, the Cromwell 1 has a super fast 5-second 4.5 second reload that you can just pop in shot after shot, especially when you get those insanely good, what are they, Mark 8 rounds that do a ton of damage every single shot, and it's just beautiful. So I can't see that T-34 anymore. I did see him, but he moved behind the hill, and I didn't want to waste a shot on him, and I think I misfired right there. I don't know why I did that, and sometimes I make mistakes in law. So we're continuing on where I see that T-34 too late, could not stop in time, and he manages to make it around the corner. I fire in a vain attempt to get him, but to no avail. So I sit here for a second, wondering if there will be people coming through that gap. Remember, I have no knowledge of their approach, so you have to bear that in mind as well. In the replay, though, if they were in my line of sight, like there was no object obstructing our view, then they flash red. So right now they're really dim red. Now when I drive forward, see he turns red. Oh, and this T-34. I thought I had like a really good angle on him, but the shells for the Cromwell 1 are just awful against them. He missed anyways. I don't know if he was firing through smoke or what, or if he was just a little slow, but I managed to get out of there taking minimal damage. My machine gun port only took a little bit of damage there from the what are they, anti-aircraft things, majikas. So come around the corner, fire one, and I got really lucky to set him on fire here. If I didn't set him on fire, I'd be dead at this point. So I kill one of his crew members, jam his turret so he can't turn it, and I was like, okay, I just gotta kill the driver, and then I gotta kill one more guy, and I'm good. So I kill his driver, and my machine gun finishes him off. I sit here, I believe I sit here for a minute to repair my machine gun port, and that was it. Oh, well, there's the Panzer 3M I forgot about. Luckily got his gunner and his horizontal and vertical turret drive, so he can't really do anything. Kill his commander and his loader, and of course I ricochet last second, but you know, I reload so fast there's no way he would have beaten me, especially after taking that much damage. And I did see that T-50 go by, but he was long gone before I had any chance to aim at him. So yeah, continuing onward, I'm driving back because I know that we are getting capped. I know we have a good defense, but I need to get flanking shots on them, so I peek for that T-34, but he's no longer there. It was replaced by a Panzer 3L, and then, boom, would you look at that, another T-34, and I have the back of his turret. And any lower, I would have killed his entire crew, and, you know, those very, very lucky Cromwell Mark 5 rounds, you know, doing me justice, ricocheting off of every target I aim at. Yeah, it could be a hassle sometimes. So, driving onward, I'm trying to get the flanking shots. I'm trying to get a better angle, at least, on that T-34, but he did the smart thing. He drove all the way around the building, so I could not damage him any further, and that he's going to show up a little bit later. So we continue on, just marking my surroundings. I see the lag 3. I'm actually really good at the planes. I kind of suck at those. They're my forte, I should mention. So driving on, I actually see this little trench. So I was like, oh, okay, I can hide behind this. Cromwell's a very short tank. And I see them driving across the bridge, but I'm in a horrible, horrible position. That T-34 from earlier pokes out, but I'm stuck. I can't do anything about it. I was really tired when I was playing, so I didn't make the smartest move, driving straight into the trench. So I pull out, and the last memory I had playing this was that those barricades were unpenetrable. So I was like, okay, I gotta take a... Gosh darn dogs. Gotta take a luck shot here. Boom. Hit that other T-34. The Cromwell is not heavily armored, but angled it like that, there was no way he was gonna pen me. Forgive my dog's barking, brothers. Anyway, so that T-34 is poking around the corner again, trying to put one shot into him before he peeks back, Come on, come on. And of course I ricochet frickin' rounds. So I see that shot come in from the Panzer IV. I aim towards him. I can't really see him because that pillar's blocking the way, so I look through my binoculars. Well, actually I don't. I just zoom back out. And I take out his commander and his vertical drive. And he can't really do anything right now to me, so I see my M4A1 friend here. And he is the MVP of the show. He actually top scored above me because he decided to push in last second, and he got very, very lucky here to not die. He survived the entirety of the rest of this round. Okay, right there. Did you see that? Did you see that Zis 30? Yeah. I don't know if it was me or what, but I did not see him. It might be a psychological phenomena, but... Oh, and we get to lay this T-34 to rest. Sir, you survived for a long time, but your days are numbered. So, yeah, I don't know why I did not see that Zis 30. Like, he was right there in front of me, and I failed to see him. It was either the field of view was much smaller in-game, same with that T-34, I just failed to see him, or it was a psychological phenomena. I can't remember what you call it. The selective attention, pretty much. I actually notice him when he fires, so I was like, oh shoot, he can see me, and as soon as I see him, he notices me as well. And he does not have the gun depression on me, so I have the advantage here, but he starts backing up, and I see his gun tilt down, but I kill his gunner and jam his gun. There's no way for him to do anything except for me to come around and kill him. However, instead of me coming around to kill him, he decides to drive straight into me instead of taking a minute to repair his gun. He also had a Panzer IV friend right there, so he could have signaled to him, but he decided that it was in his best interest to not do anything about it, so I take out his vertical cannon drive. He's practically stuck. My Cromwell Mark 5 rounds are doing me well, and I put one straight to the driver's viewport, and then practically no scope and ammo rack that Panzer IV F2. That pretty much is all that I did this round. There's nothing really else that I did. I do have one more clip for you, and here it is. So as you can see, we are taking out the Archer. This is actually my favorite tank destroyer in the game currently, and that is because for its tier, it basically has nuke rounds. Also, if you see me stop once in a while, it's because I'm typing in chat, trying to explain to someone why I like the Archer, and that'll come into play later as well. So this is normally the position I like to take in every tank on the Kuban. This is Kuban, right? Yeah, it's Kuban. Or Karelia, I can't remember. So I can see the Panzer IV F2 and a, I don't even know what that is yet. Cannot see it. I believe it's a, I can't even tell what it is. I think it's a Panzer IV-J, but I'm not sure. Now, the thing with the Archer is that while it is very powerful, the sights are a little bit weird. So they're smaller than your average tank, so in reality they're more accurate, and you can see me just put shot after shot after shot perfectly accurately into this guy. There will be some instances where it'll just fire off randomly to the right or to the left, but overall this is a very, very accurate tank destroyer, and I just love it. So I'm still typing in chat. I don't know why. I'm sitting out here in the open like an idiot. I keep forgetting that other players don't play with grass on, so they can see me even though I can't see them through the grass. And what I should really be doing here is every time I fire, I should drive forward, aka backwards, and then reload, pull back forward, and then boom, bring that out. So that's actually a Panzer IV-2, I believe, 4F2. And I take him out swiftly. Actually, no, I don't. My shell dips are really low there. I take another second to aim. I keep on aiming low. I don't know why. So I have like, okay, fine, gotta aim higher. There's no way he's moving. But of course, my shell fires off to the left, and someone else gets the kill. So then I fire. I see this other medium tank. I see two of them actually. Don't know why I decided to go for this one. I thought the other one was dead. and my computer monitor turned off. I'm sorry. It was a Panzer IV-J. So I light them on fire. This thing has insane penetration from all ranges. It gets like I call it the nuke round because it has like 200 millimeters of penetration for a tier 2 battle rank 3 tank, and that is really good. It can basically pen any tank from the front, even T-34s. And this is where I make my mistake. So I was typing in chat, and I did not think that there was another person there for some reason, even though I clearly saw 2 people. And I pay the price. He takes out my loader and my gun. So I'm sitting here waiting, looking through my binoculars. This is something you need to do in this game mode for realistic battles, is continuously look for your binoculars, because you will suffer tremendously if you do not. It basically is like, it's like 4 heads higher than your tank actually is, and it's just really useful for peeking over ridges before you come out and fire. So I see this Panzer III-J1, take a shot, a little low, but I take him out his tracks, and my loader's dead. So I gotta wait a little bit longer. Well, that seemed to be a lot faster than I anticipated. Maybe my loader's not dead. I'm not entirely sure what happens here. But I take him out. And at this point, you cannot see it. But the one downside to the Archer is that since it has nuke rounds, I carried less. So I carry about 12 rounds less than I need to. Oh, this T-34 just casually driving past me. Sir, you have an Archer behind you. But since this tank has like nuke rounds, it can die super easy. So I carry only 20 rounds with me so I can lower the chances of being ammo racked. But at this point, I only have 3-4 rounds left, and I have to use them sparingly. And the only way you can reload is to drive into a cap that you own, and not even going to your base. You have to drive all the way up to a cap. And I decided that B point, if I was to drive up into B point, that would be suicide. So right here, I am driving away, and I'm going straight over to A point. So after doing that for a while, I saw we're getting capped right now. And this is where my loader gets damage, actually. I get attacked by that Panzer III. But I swiftly take him out. Look at that angle that I killed him at. But this is where he kills my loader. Now, I only have 2 shells remaining, and B point just got capped. Now, there's a Stug 3F, a Panzer IV-G, and a T-34 up there. Now, I don't know if I didn't know at the time that the Panzer IV-G was out there, but I did see the T-34 and the Stug F. So I decided that I needed to take my chances to take out at least one of these tanks, or at least critically injure them. So here I just take my time, as much time as possible, to line up the shot, fire, and of course the nuke round failed me. The side of the Stug 3F was too thin, and it passed straight through. So here I am. I finally managed to make it to the cap. I literally have no rounds on me at this moment. I'm driving in, stop for a second. They still didn't see me, and I was lucky this entire time to drive over here without being seen. I reload, and boom. Oh no, never mind, I lied. Boom. Boom. Come on me. Boom. There we go. And of course, I donk the first shot. I completely miss. I believe that was far too far overhead. And yeah, that didn't go as planned. So I fire at him again, light him on fire, and I believe he dies from the fire. I don't know why he died from the fire. If he had like one crew member, like he basically had no crew member remaining. So I believe that fire was close enough to a crew member to kill him. And yeah, so I fire at the Panzer IV-G. I take out his track. However, more pressing matters is that I'm getting fired upon by this Panzer III-L. And you can tell that it's a friendly player, or an enemy player, because he is firing white shells. NPCs fire red or orange shells. Players fire white, no matter what shell it is. So you can always tell which you can always pick out targets if they're like trying to hide in the field with a bunch of AI and all that. I actually had a game the other day where I did just that. So scouting around, obviously still can't see anything. I'm very, very cautious at this point. I have one crew member that can die, and if he dies, then it's game over for me. So scouting everything out, I'm making sure that the B point is safe. That's why I'm sitting facing this direction. There is a tank, but he's on the other side of the ridge. I can see him popping up on the map once in a while, which is the reason why I was aiming over here. But there's literally nothing I can do. So I have an M4 behind me, and he actually does a pretty good job. He survives this entire round. But I suddenly see a T-34, and I'm like, oh shoot. So I take a shot, and I miss. I fired way too high there. I'm still learning the ranges. He fires way too high as well. And this becomes an awkward little match, because I know he reloads so much faster than I can, especially with my dead loader. So I'm trying to wiggle as much as possible, trying to keep him from actually getting an accurate estimation of where he's aiming. So he overcompensates, and he fires far too far to the left of me. And then I notice there's a KV-1 there. And I'm like, oh shoot, if that KV-1 hits me, I'm also dead. One thing I should mention though about the Archer, even though you haven't seen me like open up like the inside of the tank, but this tank is very troll. The only crew members are in the gunner compartment. That's the front of the tank or the back of your tank, and I take out his his gun and loader. So when you're facing an enemy, you're basically facing the back of your tank towards them, but there's nothing in the back of your tank aside from your transmission and your engine. There's only one fuel tank, so your chances of getting lit on fire are so low that it makes this tank basically have troll armor. So sadly, this is where my exposition gets run short. You can see people are trying to take me out in their planes. I believe that was an enemy. Yes, it was. So normally around this time, I get targeted by planes because I'm a soft target, obviously. I have no armor on this tank, and I'm an open compartment. So I don't really get any more shots on these guys. They manage to escape. My M4A1 friend takes them out. However, or do I? I can't even remember if I take out this T-34 or not. I see that KV-1. I believe the entirety of this time I thought he was an AI, because he was not moving in the slightest. He was just sitting there the entire time. So take one more final shot at this T-34 guy. I'm trying to line it up so I don't miss. Boom. Obviously I do miss, and I get strafed by a Focke-Wulf 190. And that is the round. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more of that, just tell me. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment what I can improve on. Au revoir, ladies and gentlemen. Au revoir.